now 180 degrees. The benches you see, not original benches, because from the top, many blocks collapsed during the years. Outside, 5 years ago, was full of these blocks. And because it was a complicated nature benches, they decided to arrange, So you may understand lines of benches, like a staircase, building, all the structure. If you pay attention, the first line of the benches is really close to the stage. And no more than 4 meters. Up to 4 meters and 20 centimeters. I don't know. We have not.
No, feet.
Feet. Feet, sorry. Feet is a 1.5. More than 2 feet space, right? No, a little bit less than 2 feet. So we know that lions and tigers, they want to jump.
Yeah.
Now, because the show was real adrenaline, early morning at 8:30, 9:30, they had 30, 40 criminals killed. So they had the information these animals dangerous, and their entertainment was to be a little bit anxious, So they built so close to the first line of the bench, the trick to avoid accident, they fixed a net 4 meters on the top of the wall for the first line of the bench. So imagine this is the wall, this net was like that, 4 meters.
Wow.
A bit more, like that. So means free visual for spectators, but an obstacle, psychologically speaking, for lions or tigers. But because the Romans crazy to prevent problems, the second trick was they built niches all around the stage. You see? When they had animals on the stage, 4 archers sitting, arrow ready, in case the animals start to be out of control. They managed to kill immediately. But we have no record of accident because now gladiators professional had a long training, basically hunters. Soldiers had to teach fight technique to gladiators, specialized to gladiator fights. But hunters had to pass so many tricks to help gladiators in 6 years to have hand-to-hand fight with gladiators, right? Like Russell Crowe in the movie. Basically, hunters in more than 4 centuries, going up and down from everywhere, they understood how to approach this enemy. And basically, the trick was animals had to be completely immobilized because lion is really strong with the 2 legs. If you see the documentary, they start running, they block like that, and then they are strong here. And what they did, in 6 years, a good gladiator had to be able to move minimum 900 kilos, but somebody already 1,300. So they managed to block the animal here. That the lion, like that, and this position is completely natural for life.
Yeah.
Right? And they managed to dominate these kind of animals. They press the head behind like that. The gladiator with empathic personality, they block the animal and they start smiling, just to send the message, I am stronger. It's unbelievable because when I started to be a guy 24 years ago, I want to check. Really, I discovered that the lions just poetically are the kings. But if you pay attention, their victims are gazelle, zebras, facing hippopotamus, crocodile, and elephant is really colder. If I show now a picture, National Geographic, beautiful, that is few buffaloes and a lion, and try to, is even funny because you see this lion is really scared. My God, my son.
So that's why they depicted people so muscular in voodoo. They're fake, natural steroids.
Right.
Buffalo and lions. I don't know if too much light. So means when lions have strong animals, and in this case gladiator moving 1,500 kilos worth like animals, they start to be really scared.
Yeah.
Actually, now I don't know if it's true or not, but a famous gladiator, Latin writers wrote, so-called Priscus, was so tall and strong, he managed to have two lions. The first lion like that, boom, was down, and he paid attention to the second lion.
Right.
And they wrote that one day, this Priscus had
So this
a
spider
lion
glasses.
died by an heart attack.
There's a spider under your glasses.
Oh my God. It's like Peter Parker.
Oh yeah, it's big. She's like,
I wasn't something.
He's still on there. Oop, he's hanging. He's hanging on there.
get it?
Unfortunately, I don't have the video because my son, 5 years old, is so crazy for Spider-Man. So this is the situation. Now, I want to remind you, they had advertising campaign. They had to create the star system, so to put emphasis on this show. That's why in the morning they put 30, 40, 50 criminals, because no skills, no strong. You have to imagine these people running, crying, screaming, oh my God, oh my God.
Right.
2 hours later arrived somebody like me, not like you, like me, because the Romans were more or less like me, but strong, smiling, and the body message was, for me, a lion is a piece of cake. So their approach was, they are men, but with powers, really exactly like Marvel heroes.
Yeah.
Because outside was full of banks selling small gladiators, wooden gladiators, poses, different poses, toys for young Romans, because that a parameter. Criminals in the morning all killed, and this man alone, with a lion, managed to dominate this animal. Right? But
like
because
a
of
boxing
course
show.
that no knowledge, no National Geographic, no YouTube, they didn't know that really a lion is not so dangerous. Actually, to finish, because documentary, I know, I discovered 9 years ago that a lion is able to be strong for 30 minutes. He had to eat.
Yep.
Then he managed to sleep 2 days. So absolutely impossible for a lion to resist 2 hours, fighting. So it's not really the strongest animal in
No.
Africa, right?
Gorilla.
Now, the cross I told you, about the benches I told you, and the city distribution I told you, but I remind the line of wind of niches and doors is that one, so means the level behind us. If you see 2 different levels, it's just because I told you the main structure, 3 lines of pillars all around the stage. But if the line outside, suppose finish here, the second line of pillars inside finish here, and the third here, to anticipate the 45 degree. Now, because 2 lines here, right our side, completely lost, that's why this top is at the top of the third line of pillars, and that top is at the top of the first line of pillars. I told you, on the top, the wall, you see holes.
Yeah.
They use bronze things. The hat is a decoration to block definitely the marble slabs. So marble slabs and the two levels of wooden seats. Then you see the marks of steps, like triangles.
yes.
Go out.
Crazy.
The stadium was interesting for two important reasons. Audience close to the stage, so if you pay attention, we don't know that people, but if you go on the stage, your father, your mother, they manage to recognize you because it's not so far. So they could participate to the action. And because of marble, that really good sound effect. According to the description, Latin writers, spectators here, 2nd century AD, they wrote that in few moments they could hear the breath of gladiator. During a fight, this kind of sound arriving on the top here. So it was really interesting. And it's a pity we don't have anything now because no gladiator shows, okay, but we would have concert and kind of show.
Right.
It would be really interesting.
Absolutely.
Unfortunately, the fast one, the tallest one, and the finest one is really destroyed. Now, what you see under the stage, we rebuilt 25 years ago. 1/3 of the stage was completely destroyed because during Middle Age, they removed the tables. All the over tables, just the wooden tables, and sand on the top. Sand, why they put sand? Actually, the sand in Latin language, arena start to be synonymous on stage. Why they put sand on the stage? Because the show I told you sponsorship paid. And the first condition was no longer wait between five, otherwise start with the voting and people who will interfere for half an hour, okay, for example. And so they could have the stadium empty. Not complete, but many empty seats. So no longer wait between five means when they have gallons of blood, they have to clean up quickly. Seconds, not if we imagine, I don't want to be disgusting, but blood on a table under sunlight in 3 minutes is like a glue. And if we imagine animals, the neck cut or belly open, these gallons of blood, and in the morning 30, 40 criminals all killed, they have to clean up. To remove gallons of blood from a table, they could take 1 hour.
Yeah.
And because they need seconds, maybe, not minutes, imagine 50 slaves that just to move sand and the stage was clean it up again.
Yep.
1 minute. Second reason, and to provide quick to gladiators, they put sand. Sand was really good even to be quick. We will be just turned on the stage, so noisy. Just 1/3, otherwise nobody can see what will remain of elevators. 18 elevators will be absolutely clear when we will reach that part. During Middle Age, they remove tables to arrange accommodations and they start filling the basement to have just land. They transform the stage in something like a farm. So imagine pigs, ducks,
What are the engravings along the side? Are those names of gladiators?
The white blocks.
The white
No, the white blocks I told you, full of these blocks outside. That blocks was the top of Colosseum. There was an inscription. The test is completely lost because it's so stupid. Middle Age, basically, I am a historian and I don't like Middle Age. So stupid, they start thinking that pushing like that, the block, arriving outside, they could result. Stupid. From 59 meters, you just can destroy the block.
it, yeah.
And then no market, and remain centuries outside. 50 years ago, they used 2 blocks to arrange benches, and the rest they put all around. If you manage to see, you have letters, right?
Cool.
Now, if you follow me to that arch, you will be absolutely clear the oval shape of the stage and the stadium, and I will show you the imperial podium and the elevator. Right?
Sometimes, but that information.
Why did you disappear?
They invented this solution early 19th century. Otherwise, we would lose nearly half Colosseum.
Wow.
Yes. To keep it together.
I get to hear those sirens.
Now, right at that time, just in the middle, the elevator because there is a real power. So the stage trying to landscape. There's a wooden part now. 18 elevators. Now, the concept of this elevator is like our elevator means a table and a counterweight. But because no power supply was a different aesthetically. Each table, 4 ropes on the top, passing wheels like a truck around a pin. Imagine 4 wooden bars, 4 slaves rotating like that. They could move ropes, and like a basket, the elevator could go up and down like that. No sliding doors, of course. When the table arrives close to the stage, automatically the animals jump on the stage. If you pay attention close to the stage, it will be 25 years ago, they built an elevator and you have a trapdoor open like that, just like a sample. between the stage and the underground, 8 meters and half, means in 10 seconds the animal could arrive on the stage. I told you that it was strong, brave, okay, not so difficult maybe, okay, but there are tricks. For example, animals stuck in the basement, completely darkness. Imagine this poor animal arriving in 30 seconds from the basement, elevator, 10 second stage. It's a little bit
Right.
so for me. Imagine this poor animal, strong sunlight, and these 75,000 crazy screaming with all this marble. Maybe the animal arrived 5 days, 10 days before, completely silent, so blinded, noise. These crazy men moving 1,000 kilos, I suppose was really, terrible. So Gladiator had few steps,
Advantages.
Yeah. Virtually, no Latin writer wrote about gladiators killed by animals starting the 1st century AD. Animals managed to kill before Colosseum until 1st century before Christ, because no gladiators, war prisoners, no skill, no idea.
See, there are
We have
people
to
down
kill
there.
you. If you don't want to be killed, you have to kill this life. But that no skills, no expertise, nothing. Now, 80 arches, 80 entrances, 76 for everybody, 4 for special purpose. Means that strange box is what remains of the imperial podium, the pulpit, right? So means the arch, you see people walking.
Yep.
That arch is now, the exit was the entrance for emperor. Now, on the opposite side, close to the cross, 2 pillars, is another podium for judiciary power, magistrate. And the correspondent arch was dedicated, reserved just to magistrate. This one is the real gladiator entrance. Underground was built 7 years later. At the beginning, concrete and sand. That to arrive from outside, because about 300 meters there was the gladiator school, the Rusmani, that to work outside and that to enter. Because gladiator in ancient Rome, like Michael Jackson, imagine Michael Jackson in the street. It was a mess, they need cars, they need a passage, they start to be, fed up. That's why they decided to build underground. So this arch was the entrance to Gladiators. And that one is not an entrance, it's just an exit. Because 4 miles in that direction there was the city area. Monumental tombs outside the city wall. Monumental tombs, and 2 kilometers ahead, the right side, a wide esplanade to put bodies, criminals, poor people, and animals. So, 76 for everybody, 4 to the special purpose, parentheses, the 4 cardinal points, west, east, south, north, and just 2 direct access on the stage, gladiator entrance and exit. 59 meters and 290 meters the long side.
So how do they get down there? All the way down?
Downstairs, just tickets that day about 4, but not all together. During the day, no more than 50, but to go downstairs, you have to book 6 months before, after COVID. Before COVID, the arena ticket included, but because you arrive over there, you have to pass another staircase. Really, it's just one man,
Right.
narrow, and because of COVID restrictions, now I show you that one. You see, the lady, that one is a guy. It's a really a narrow staircase, actually the staircase of gladiators. So to avoid the long line in this case because of COVID, but now COVID is finished, and now I don't know. The restrictions are still. Now, this is like a section of the floor supporting benches, arch and materials called bricks and volcanic stone. If you follow me here, all these passages collapsed. Few remaining. So we can pass. Don't forget, these floor from that level arrive close to the stage. Even this ring under benches. Because now you know a lot of things. Last description. Shining marble slabs to cover bricks, shining white. These blocks not like that, sardine white but smooth like silk. So, sardine white, shining white, sardine floor, same travertine, sardine white, and the ceiling full of this brilliant color stucco on the top of the arch and under the arch. The only stadium with artistic decoration. Now, maybe you can take that one is the forum. You go now. In front of you, what remained of the other temple was really huge. The green area was the temple. Now remain just the altar. Okay? And you have to imagine a staircase from the green area to the street level, completely destroyed.
Yes.
The arch.
Just the arch?
The arch is the Constantine arch. Constantine was the first emperor converted to Christian religion, and this arch is the only arch built really not to remember a conquest like usually, but to remember a religious conversion, the Constantine conversion, because he had a dream, angels. When we will pass close, all pedestals supporting columns, you will see angels, and angels are Christian icons, not pagan icons. So you can say is the first triumph arch with Christian references.
Okay. Very
Of
cool.
course, it's a milestone because it's really between pagan Rome and Christian Rome. A milestone because it was a record man, the first converted to Christian religion, the first emperor. He declared Christian religion official religion of Roman Empire, and he built the first St. Peter Basilica. For more than 1,200 years in St. Peter's Square there was his basilica. Then Michelangelo age, Renaissance age, the Pope Julius II decided to destroy this basilica to build our Baroque and Renaissance style basilica.
Cool. All right, I'm going to stop recording.
Arena, see, and the imperial podium after an earthquake. Now, in this case, it's really not an advertising campaign, it's just a sponsorship. These men want to be consul. Now, according to history, they could retain 3-5% of the income of an area. So, paying $2 million, we could stay 10 years in actual Spain or Italy basically it would be rich, very rich.
Right.
Why they need a sponsor? Because to receive this charge, public charge, they need an acclamation. Romans, we propose Caius Marius, consul of Iberia, Spain. Now, who is Marius? No, Caius. He paid to restore the podium and the arena, so we had shows because he was
Right.
really you sure good, and so this is
That was-
wrong. Acclamation and money.
Money.
Actually, you are Americans. I told you, I was in the United States. I love your country. Today, I don't know today, but until 30 years ago, just United States was between Western country, the country so similar to the social structure invented by Romans. The famous impeachment, basically not invented by Americans, because Romans invented this kind, the word is another word anyway, because emperors don't think about a dictator. 90% the same power of your president. And impeachment you invented, I don't know exactly, Lincoln, I don't know,
Right.
to avoid that the president could be a dictator, full power.
Right.
Right? So when your president starts to be a little bit strange, you find the system to eliminate.
Right.
Exactly like here. The Congress is exactly the same, the three powers balancing, leader, Congress, and judiciary power. Your country, for many reasons, is really similar. Not just politically speaking. Even your approach to life. When you have a project, you start and you finish. For example, Romans, when they built roads, they had to finish 11 miles per day. That's why they managed to build 450,000 kilometers of roads. When I was in New York City, Avenue of Americas, 9:30 a.m. was normal. 5:30 p.m. start arriving all these trucks to destroy the old street pavement and to repair. I was inside a restaurant. Now a dinner is an hour, maybe 2 hours. When I was outside the restaurant, nobody in the street. They managed to finish 8 kilometers in 2 hours. I said, I told you, I said to my friend, Americans like ancient Romans, right?
Sometimes.
And as well, army, United States Army, okay, completely different 20th centuries. You have the same approach, according to books, movies, full organization. This is the best in the world. Now, and I really never tried to, I tried to understand, I didn't manage why in Vietnam there was all that problems.
Yeah.
Maybe the area, the geographical area, and many other things. But basically, it was really strange. When I was young, I said, oh my God, they lose the war in Vietnam.
Yeah.
Geographical advantage.
Yeah. Now, dressing rooms in the basement, right? No longer wait between fights and no walkie-talkie. The problem was solved before they built the stadium. 2 twins rooms. Don't forget, I was talking to you about animals and gladiators, but they had 2 gladiators and supporters. Fights between 2 teams. So 2 twins backstages. You have to imagine side walls, the ceiling, and the door. They are right here, 30 minutes before using this staircase. I told you. This is a real staircase used just by gladiators. Just gladiators. Don't forget, you have the 45 degrees floor, so benches from the top are right close to that floor. So here we are under benches, no strong light, nobody could see anything in this area. The white line on the floor is original, was an alert. When you arrive close to the line, they can see you because direct sunlight will arrive on you. And the gate is exactly a perfect replica. Pompeii.
Hold on.
Pompeii, the city destroyed by the volcano, completely buried 3 months before they finished to build Colosseum, year 79. And because in Pompeii they had just this design during excavations, thousands of gates, so similar to the gate description about Colosseum, I mean. So because of the symbol, we managed to rebuild the perfect replica. Now, this is the closest place to see the elevators and underneath. It's exactly the same vista point for people on the stage, on the opposite side.
Ein Buchland. Also.
Warrior post.
Yeah, warrior
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready to go. Ready?
Here we go.
Yep. Where's your mom?
We will pass close to the imperial podium.
Slaves as attendants.
Now, to be clear, there is a block. The first line of benches, the second, the third, then start the floor. So this ring was under the under benches, okay? Of course, these 3 lines, just VIP, senators and politicians. On the top, the rest of class societies. The floor I told you was a sardine wide. Just it is a small passage from here and that area, and the little entrance that Carrara marble, because this area, these arches reserved just for politicians, for VIP. So to remark the special area, they use marble. If you have few slabs, it's just because they need to remove for charges the entire slab, otherwise no market. And because perfectly fixed, they remove it to just destroy the slab. No market, no money, so they left, they gave up.
Wow.
Now, the podium is really interesting. Here's a box. You have to imagine marble slabs all around and on the top. On the top, 2 levels, wooden seat, different levels, 30-35 people, guest staff and emperor family. That brilliant red pillows to be more comfortable. And on the top, a brilliant red Ferrari covered for sunlight and golden imperial patches like eagles. And the famous acronym SPQR, Senate and People of Rome. Because the stadium was completely white. The podium was white, but full of these brilliant red covers, immediately recognizable like a special podium. Now, last but not least, to finish, why the imperial podium is not in the middle.
Better view. 50-yard line at the football game.
Yes, because if you imagine this podium, Senator was sitting the rear seat in the middle, maybe 4 meters, but the line could be this one, maybe arriving here, but he had these few benches, so if action could be close to audience, Emperor had to say, stand up like that.
Yeah.
So ridiculous, because it's a pure geometry, it's an oval. If we start following the line of the stage, we arrive here. Stay here, you have all the stage in front of you, more than 180 degrees. So he could remain sitting, just turning the head. Asymmetrical, but absolutely functional.
Right. And that area over there is where Caesar would sit?
Caesar was here,
Oh.
on the top, here, here's a podium.
Oh, okay.
The ceiling collapsed, okay, but was just marble and wouldn't sit on the top.
So Caesar would sit on top of that.
Unfortunately, many movies, they suppose the podium for Emperor was that one. But that one was just for judiciary power, small, no more than 10 people on the top. And the proof of evidence, this is the imperial podium. We know that Emperor Commodore, the emperor in the movie The Gladiator, Russell Crowe, was so strange, bad man. He started to be afraid he could receive somebody could attempt his life. So he ordered a special passage underground under the street level to go directly from the imperial palace to Colosseum. And it's exactly that third entrance. The two in the middle basically steps to reach the top. The third entrance
Is the actual underground.
3 meters under the street level, connecting the palace and Colosseum.
Wow.
So means this is the imperial podium, not that one.
Okay.
But unfortunately, not many guys, they suppose because in the middle is the imperial podium, but in the middle is exactly the wrong place, and you anticipated your husband, he knew.
Cool.
Good. Now, follow me.
Well, the Roman minutes
They never got off.
okay, yeah.
Why's your essay tag?
Just right enough with you.
Is there a restroom?